Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the Reality Ladies. We are on season 6, episode 11 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And if you've been here all along, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new here, I'm Teresa. This is my beautiful co-host, Living Life with Lisa. Lisa, say hi, Lisa.
Hi guys, welcome in. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day today, and we appreciate you guys for coming in and supporting us week after week.
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
Annabelle.
We love it. We are so glad there have been people here that are loyal, rocking with us, Lisa, from episode 1.
Yes.
And if you're new here, jump right into the conversation. Do me a favor, share out this video. Also, thumbs up and leave us a comment along the way. Is that me echoing or you? I think that's you, Lisa.
I'm echoing?
Yeah, must be 2 devices on.
I do, but I got it on I got the volume off.
No, we can hear it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, Antoinetta at Fun. Hi. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome back to the Reality Ladies. Thank you guys for coming in. And we are going to talk a little bit about the ending of last week to give people time to come in before we start the new episode.
Am I still echoing?
Nope, that's better. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Antoinette. Hello, Shalisa.
Hi, Shalisa. How are you, sis? What's up, boo? What's up? Thank y'all for coming in. We're going to talk about last week's ending, do a little recap. Then we'll get into this once we get a few more people in here. So if you're in here and you can share, please do so and thumbs up this live, man. Thumbs it up. She said, I'm great. Hey, Lavish. Thank you, Lavish, for coming in. Lisa Lavish is here.
I see. Hey, Lavish.
Thank you, guys. Have you guys been watching? Did you watch episode 11 last night? Let us know if you guys have got a little bit caught up with the show. Let us know. Yes, they're coming in slowly but surely. Thank you, you guys.
If they were like me, I was a little slow getting up today.
Yeah, I got up early, went to the store at 8 in the morning, child. I came back and started spraying my groceries and everything, and then I came on here. You know, what'd she say? I'm waiting.
She said she's watching it now.
Oh, okay. That's a good way to do it. Better late than never, Lavish. Better late than never. You know? Thank you guys for thumbsing it up. I see that everybody that's coming in is giving it a thumbs up. And if you can share it to Instagram or Facebook, whatever you got, really. The community wall, whatever ability y'all got, so we can get more people up in here. Thank you. But I'm listening to get caught up. Okay. Well, what we're going to do, Lisa, is we're going to go ahead and talk about the ending of last week. If you remember what happened at the end of last week with Candace still and her husband still being a little bit beefy about him being her hubbinger, you know.
Yeah. I honestly, truthfully, I don't think that's going to work.
You don't?
Just because of the original dynamics of their relationship. Yeah. I don't think that, him being her husbander is going to work because it is just so hard to differentiate, the two, the husbander for the husband. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just like, something that happened in this, episode, she could have just blown it all out of proportion, but she chose not to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it proved what she was saying to him, I need you to be at these events. So if anything does happen, you can go ahead and take care of it. And
right.
I don't stress myself out trying to take care of it. And I just need to focus on performing.
Right. And that was fair. And you gotta speak your mind. But the bottom line is he is not a paid manager and he has a job. So I just think that Candace she talks down to him. I don't like her tone. I don't like the way she talks to him. He doesn't want to do anything for her because she's so nasty. She's so nasty all the time. Her mouth is so slick all the time. I honestly don't even know how he deals with her. And then you compile that with her messy ass mama. I don't know how he does it.
I was just about to say she got it from her mama.
Oh, she got it. She got it. She got it so good. So just like her mama. Hey,
Just
put
like
your
her
mind to
mama.
it. What's up, sis? I was at your video today, girl. But yeah, thank you. She said we look nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we got on our reality lady shirts, y'all. See them? Ooh, ooh. Mine's colored on faded. Your pink is still there.
Oh, maybe because I have 2 shirts.
Oh yes, no, I only have one. So
Yeah.
and I wash it as soon as I take it off every single time. So
I
it's
flip
starting
flop
to
it. And I also do wash it inside out too.
yeah, I do too. And it's still no pink. No more pink. It's white now.
I see that. I thought it was your green screen.
No, that's the shirt. No, yeah. She's very childish and it's pretty annoying. You know what I mean? So that's a little recap of last week. Let me see how many people are in here and if we need to go ahead and start it out. What you think, Lisa?
Give it about 4 more minutes.
There's 6 people in here right now.
Yeah,
and is there anything else about last week then that you want to remind everybody of before we start?
Well, I was happy that Robin did go ahead and decide to go speak with a therapist. I think it's really going to help. I think it's really going to help her out because the therapist at the end gave her some things a list of things that she needed to do.
Yes.
So in this episode, you'll see that Robin is really taking it serious and she's going ahead and she's working on that list. So I like that.
Yeah, I do too. And she needed direction. She never had some people need that push and direction. And so now that she has her list, she's like, ding, let me go do this. And then we'll get into that later. But yeah, let me go do this. Let me go do that. She needed that push. She needed that direction. Everybody coming at her, oh, don't be lazy and don't be in the bed and that's not going to help.
Yeah. And Robin seems to me, her personality to me seems as if she's the type of person that if she has a list, if she has a diagram or if she has a map to go by, then she's going to be very, very successful. But for her to do it on her own, I think it's a little bit of a hardship for her.
Yeah, I agree. And she's just one of those people that need that. Some people can just, boom, take off on their own. But it's also a little deeper than that, too. She's also not confident because of failures in her past.
Yes.
So her past is also giving her a mental block of, I can't do it, I'm going to fail, which is stopping her from pushing forward. And a lot of people have that problem, you know?
Yeah. But sometimes, you have to fail to be able to be that stronger person. But in her case, she's not that person.
Right. Hey, Al. Hi. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Some people need something like a list. Yeah. What did Lavish say? Yes, the life coach should help her. I really like Robin when she's not with Giselle.
Me too.
Yeah.
I agree, Lavish.
Really and agree. She's forced to stand on her own 2 feet when she's not with Giselle.
Yeah.
She's kind of forced to do it. You know what I mean? So, because she really, really depends on Giselle a lot. For everything Giselle says, she just piggybacks off it, and that's good enough for her. She has a successful business, and she's still not confident about it.
She is making revenue with that business.
Yes.
Revenue. She really is. Hello, Mr. Wise. Welcome in.
Hey, Mr. Wise. And Shalise is saying she agrees too. Yeah. Some people are just like that though. It's not a nobody can judge anybody. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to judge her, but we just need her to come to the level that her business is at, because she is probably $100,000 over on getting her house together, which we'll talk about in the new episode in a few minutes, you know?
I'm writing the new people down that I see coming in here.
Yes.
So I can go and check out their channels like Mr. Wise and Shalisa's journal. Shalisa is new to me.
That's my girl. Yeah. And you guys also, Lisa, we alternate. So this is my Monday with Real House of Potomac. And then next Monday, it's on her channel. Her link is in the description box. So please hit that link, you guys, and follow Lisa as well, because you're going to need both of us to see each episode. All right. And I'm going to put her link in the chat as well. She's going to talk to you and I'm going to grab it and throw it in the chat as well.
Yes, and I need you guys to connect with me because I need you guys. I need you guys to help me grow. Hello, Latanya. Welcome in, sis. How are you?
Hey, Latanya.
Yeah. And if you guys happen to go over to my channel, look at a short video and just leave me a message, a comment on the video. You can leave me a genuine comment and also say you can do hashtag JustTheresa so I know that's where you came from.
Yep. Just tag me in it. Let her know. Let me drop Lisa's link just so y'all can have access to it. But it is in the description box. So that way people won't forget.
Shalisa says she thinks she's already connected.
She might have did it last time she was here. Last time she was here, Lisa, she might have connected with you then.
Okay, let me go and see.
All right, there goes Lisa. Let me see. Mr. Wise said, well, she's doing the best she can. She probably needs to hire someone to do the finances. Work smarter, not harder. Good answer, Mr. Wise. That is true. Yes. That is true. Yes, she does, Annabelle. Yes, she does. She has a beautiful channel over there. She do her challenges and she do her decor and with her family. It's super cute over there. Right. Mr. Wise, that is actually a really good idea. I think to put herself out of her misery, she needs to go on and get a financial person. But let's not forget, she had somebody working with her and they robbed her of everything. Mm-hmm. Okay. They robbed her and that's why she's like this now. But she can't manage the money of this business. We know that for a fact. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. I have put her link in the chat and we're going to get started on this new episode because we want to do an hour. We don't want to hold y'all too long. We're going to do an hour, 15 minutes.
Okay, Shalisa, I wasn't connected to you, but I am now.
Oh, you got her now? Okay, good.
Yeah, good. I was spelling her name wrong. I was misspelling her name.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave her a little comment.
I got a members only live coming up too. I got to set that up. So it's for members only, Lisa. So I don't know. I'm going to try to, I only did that like once or twice before. So I got to try to remember how to make it members only.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, you know what? There is a, when you get ready to do it, there is an option that you have options. And one of the options is it for members only?
Members only. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Yeah. I want to do that. I wanted to do it today. It depends on when we get off though, you know, but anyway, not to go off subject. Okay, you guys, thank you. I'm going to assume by now you have connected with Lisa. You shared me out, thumbs me up. Let's jump right into this season 6, episode 11, y'all. And I do believe there's only one more episode. That's going to be 12 over at Lisa's channel. Then I think after that, it will probably be the reunion, which we'll let y'all know by a thumbnail when it's time. Because we'll also review the reunion, because that's going to be where all the smoke is at. We got to review the reunion. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But this one, when it opens up on this episode, Candace is sitting there talking to her mother on video call. The mother, in person, her mother is at her house, still being shady, making slick remarks, being the mother that I remember her to be, just thicker. It looks like she's gained weight from last season, you know? But she made some kind of remark like, is this the furniture that's going to be here? It looks like it's furniture for a rental. You know, that was hella shady. I was like, whoa, Candace gets it from her mother. You know what I mean? So I found that to be really funny. She said it looks like it looks like it's furniture that belongs in your first apartment. That's what she said, verbatim. And I thought that was the shadiest thing, but it also made me think about that's the kind of remark Candace would have made to somebody. So she gets it from her mother. It was a low blow, and it wasn't cute. You know what I mean? But Candace gives it. She should be able to take it. That's the way I see it. What did you think about that comment from her mother?
Well, as parents, we always want our children to have the best. You know what I'm saying? But I think Candace's mom, that's just her way of doing it. You know, she's, very fortunate, with her finances. So, she lives,
a luxury life, luxury. Yes.
She lives a very luxury life. So she wants that for Candace as well too. The comment that she made about her couch, I disagree with it because I actually like that couch and I
It was
priced that
cute.
couch, and
Yeah.
that couch is almost $5,000.
Come
So
on. Come
it's
on.
a really, really nice couch. And I think her mom, she shouldn't have said that to her because, hey, this girl is newly married. She has her first home
By herself
and
without her mother's money.
yes, and she's doing the best that she can. And for her mom to come in and speak negatively about the things that she have in her house is just, it's just wrong to me.
It's just real Candace. That's what Candace would have did. So for
Yeah.
me, I just don't feel sorry for Candy. But I did feel like her mother was being real shady and it was unnecessary. But I feel that way about Candy. So they're just they're just alike. They're just alike.
She was nitpicking, and she also because Candace knows how her mom is, her mom Candace created a really, really nice, elegant bedroom for her mom, at her house, which she's just feeding into the way her mom is. If that's not something that you wanted to do in your house, then you shouldn't have done it just to appease your mom. If she wants to come and stay with you, as long as it's nice and it's clean in there, that's all it takes.
She's doing what she's trying to be her mother. You can't be your mother. You don't have your mother's kind of money. You know what I mean? So her mother needs to just take her nose out the air so that those flies don't go up there and just really humble herself and bring it on down. You know what I mean? So that's how that went. And basically that's how that went. Then it went over to, and you got to tell me what you think about Giselle and her 16-year-old daughter, Grace. She finally got her permit after 5 tries of failing, 5 times failing. But soon as she told her, she said, how do you stop? She said, you put your foot on the brake. The girl said, where's the brakes?
That's why she failed it 5 times.
But how did she get it this time? That is scary to me. That whole scene was scary to me, which is why I don't show nobody how to drive. Because these kids, how did she pass? How did she pass?
Child, she didn't even know. If she done took it 5 times, honey, she about to remember the questions on the test.
She should know it by heart. She took it 5 times and still said, where's the brake? Come on.
Yeah. I think we need to go in the comments.
Go ahead.
Mr. Wise said, trust is key. Annabelle says the fruit did not fall far from the tree in this case. That is correct. Shalisa, thank you so much, darling. I'm going to go back and watch some of your videos as well. Thank you. Shalisa says her mom always does shady stuff, has always thrown shade over the years. Yes, regardless. Lavish says that mama is something else. She said she knew that big act sexual wouldn't even fit in. Exactly, Lavish. It is gorgeous. It is nice. I love it.
Right.
Okay, Mr. Wise is throwing some nuggets in here, y'all. Y'all catch these nuggets. He says, never assume that a person can take verbal abuse.
That's right.
It's very serious. If a person is uncomfortable with the way they say it, they should be able to address it. And Mr. Wise, that's where the issue lies.
Yes.
And that same issue lies with Robin. When her husband says certain things to her or other people say certain things to her, she just let it ride. She don't address it.
And it wears her down.
That's what creates problems in relationships because they are not communicating. They are not communicating. And Robin, I think, is a type of person, she does not like confrontation. So she doesn't say anything, but it's all about your delivery.
That's right. It's how you talk to people. That's right.
Yes. So I agree with you on that, Mr. Wise. And Lavish, you are absolutely correct. Grace cannot drive, honey.
Woo!
She cannot drive.
Oh my God.
I would have signed her up for a driving school, baby, and let her go to that driving school car, honey. She finna tear up that little Gucci car, honey. That looked like her daddy.
Yeah, she was screaming, almost hitting stuff. And I'm with Annabelle. She had to have paid somebody off to give that girl her permit. She ran over every cone that there was. It was scary.
Yes.
She is not ready for the road. She's not ready for the road. Not at all. Not at all. You know?
That is right, Shalisa. It's how you say it to people. It is. I
That's
used
right.
to tell my staff all the time, if we have a meeting and I say something and you felt like the delivery was wrong, please come to me and tell me, because I may not have felt like my
That's right.
delivery was in no kind of shape, form, or fashion negative or whatever the case may be. But if you come to me and say, hey, Miss Smith, when you said ABC, I felt like that's what you need to do to communicate, because if you don't, then you're going to feel like, my delivery wasn't right. And then you're going to go to the next person and say that. And now it's going to cause a big.
It's going to spread. It's going to spread.
Communication.
And you have to also be aware of your tone when you're talking to people, because some people are so sensitive. But it's even worse in a text fashion. Like you can put something in this chat, and if it looks different, it's perceived different. So you have to be careful verbally and when you're texting stuff. I see a lot of people arguing and fighting by misconstrued messages in a text. You know what I mean? So that is crazy.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, exactly. So Shalise said, yes, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
What Lavish say?
Lavish says that the state of Maryland requires you to go to driving school. She done drove across the street to be
paid them people. Come on. I'm telling you, it is crazy. So that whole scene was a mess. That girl don't need to get on the road. Robin needs to get somebody else to teach her. Like she said, she needs to send Jamal to teach her. Because if you don't know where the brakes are, Giselle, you don't know where the brakes are after 5 times of studying, something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that. That means she's not ready. She's not ready. When she's 18, try again. Okay? Try again when she's 18. Okay? Now, then it went on to Mia and her family. Mia was sitting there saying her husband has 14 of those franchises, and he set it all up and everything, but now he kind of stepped down. He's a stay-at-home dad. He's letting her take care of it because he's older now. So I think he's in his retirement age. He's 61. And so now she's the one in charge of all his businesses. So her sugar daddy, in her case, paid off. That paid off for her, So I thought that was interesting that she brought that up, and her trying to connect with her mother. How'd you think that went, that conversation?
Well, until that conversation, I did not realize that she had that the mom had a set of twins.
And right, I didn't either. Right.
And then there was another son, so I did not realize.
She never said it. She never said it until now.
Yeah, so I feel like Mia feels like that she is competing. With her siblings, because the mom lives with the daughter and she cares for the daughter's children, but Mia wants to connect with mom, and Mia wants mom to be there more for her children so they can get to know their grandmom, which is
it's fair. It's fair. If you didn't have a relationship with Mia, you should put in a little more effort, especially if you're always with the twins' kids. You're always with them. You live with them.
Right.
When she invited her to this dinner, she should have said, I'll bring the twins and we'll be there, or whatever the situation is, the little cookout she wanted with her kids and her mother. Yeah. She shouldn't have turned her down if you're trying to build.
Yeah.
Because you can bring my brother and sister's kids with you. So why aren't you coming? So
I don't know. It's something underlying.
Something there. Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's at the end of this season, so we probably won't get that part of it. Annabelle says, I hate text because of that. Mr. Wise says, I like the truth better than a lie, though. Hell, if my cooking sucks, tell me so I can do
that. So you can do that.
Don't let me keep inviting you over and I'm cooking what I think is your favorite meal and you really don't like it. Right, Mr. Wise.
Lavish is crazy. She said Mia is scary. She is a little scary. She is a little scary, Lavish.
She said she reminds her of the Joker.
Yes, the way she smiles.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is so on point, girl. You're right. So I thought that little piece with her and her mother could have went a little better.
Yeah.
But I did find it interesting that she explained again that he got all those companies started. There's 14 of them. She runs them now. He's a stay-at-home dad. He's kind of sitting back, letting her do her thing. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. And then, you know, you was going to say something? Go ahead.
But I can understand in the beginning when he was letting go and letting her be in control of that. I could understand the fact that he was going with her to the different locations and putting his input and stuff in like that. So they had a conversation, and she brought up Candace and Chris, with Chris being the husbander, and she was stating that that's why he felt like it wouldn't work between them two, because you cannot separate the two and stuff like that. So Mia feels like Chris being Candace's husbander is not going to work.
Yeah, but she said it wouldn't work for them. She said it didn't work for them.
Yeah, watch Mia.
She's a mess. She's a mess. And Mia is a lot like Candace when it comes to her husband. I thought the way she was saying in her little confessional that he can't tell her what to do and he can't this and that and the other, you wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him. And he can tell you what to do. You need to relax a little bit. You know what I mean? I think she's too aggressive. It's his company.
Yeah.
She's so cocky. She's so cocky. Like, this was not yours. You wouldn't have nothing but the pole if he wasn't in your life.
Yeah. And he can say at any time.
Yeah. Anytime he wants. Those are not, she can try to act like she's the big bad boss all you want. He took you literally off the pole. She's a little bit too conceited for me. She needs to humble herself a little bit, because she be dogging him like he can't tell her nothing, he can't do nothing. She's her own boss. Yeah, no, you're not. Those are his companies. Slow down, you know. But that's what she wants everybody to believe, that it's all her. No, he's still the boss, girl. He's still the boss.
Absolutely.
Okay, so yes, Annabelle, the pole. Ciao. And then they went to a little scene just for a second with Karen talking to her publicist about her 3-wick candle, you know, which she likes to call "Let's Get Lit." What did you think about that?
I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I love Karen's business ways.
Yeah, she's good at it. She's good at it.
She just handles everything in grace. She's very professional. I just love the way that, you know, she does things. I just hope that because she has the home essentials added to LaDom, I just hope that doesn't come between she and Wendy.
A little bit of crash.
Yeah, I really think that she will be a great force for Wendy and her business, because Wendy, she's lost. She's not there.
And the truth of the matter is, there's enough room for 1 million people to do candles, honey. People are going to gravitate to whatever candle they like the best.
If it's 1 wick, 2 wicks,
2 wicks, or 3. But I swear, Karen is funny to me. She is the most sophisticated shader in the world, honey. She said her candle, the 1 wick candle, is good for a powder room.
I mean, which she is right, because the scent is not going to be.
It's not going to throw
unless it's like a $30 or $40 candle.
Right, and so, but I also know that Karen also meant that, but she also meant it in a shady way as well. Like, girl, go over there with your 1 wick, because my 3 wick gonna take care of the house. I just thought it was super funny. I laughed out loud on that. I said, you better tell them, Karen, it's for a powder room, baby.
Yeah, Lavish says yes, and how can Wendy get mad when she didn't even write a business
plan? Right.
Yeah, she's not understanding the difference between a business plan and your vision. She's not understanding the difference between the two.
Thank God for her husband, because in the next scene, she's talking to him about it. And he's looking at her like she gave him her speech, and it looked like he was bored to death. She was doing too much. He's looking like, what is happening right now? So thank God he got her back. Thank God.
Because she went to Google and got all that information.
Yeah,
and got to understand Google is there to help you,
right,
not to copy and paste what
right,
they have on there. Read what it says and then get your own understanding and put it in your thoughts. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So basically, she just read to him what she found on Google. And I honestly don't think that, I mean, it didn't tell him about the candle or about what her purpose was for wanting to do the candle.
Right. And she tried to read it verbatim or something. Even when he asked her how much is your cost and how much you're going to sell it for, she didn't even know the answer to that. How do you not know?
How much you spent already.
Yeah. So if she didn't have him, it wouldn't work. This ain't the field for you. Stick to politics, girl. She can grow, but she has a lot of work to do, and she should have knew that sitting down with him for the second time. Time.
Well, I think what she needs to do at this point, I think she needs to reverse. I think she needs to reverse. She needs to look at the name that she has chosen.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
She needs to look at the name she has chosen. She has to create a budget. She has to create a budget. She needs to create a timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She needs to figure out, okay, is this going to be an online sales only, or am I going to get a retail store?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're going to do a retail store, that's overhead. You're paying for the space, electric, employees.
And she don't need to start there. She don't need to start there. She needs to start with a website. She don't need to start there. Right. She's not ready. Right. She's not ready.
Right.
She's Giselle's daughter, Grace, with the driving and business. She don't need to go there, honey. She hitting walls and running over cones. She needs to be online. You know,
and for her to be so intelligent, I'm just very appalled at, you know, how she is responding to this candles.
She's intelligent on politics only. She's never had her own business, so she is lost and very dependent on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he might as well be a co-partner. He might as well come all the way in with her.
Yeah, he needs to for the finance part of it, because he did make the statement, but I think he just said it jokingly. But he says he's gonna let her go so far until she spends too much money. You know, he said it. You know, he said it jokingly, but she does need to look at what she has already spent already. She doesn't even know how much she's going to charge for the candle.
For the candle, like she's not ready, and that's not to say she can't get there. Hi, Donna. That's not to say she can't get there. I believe she needs to stay in it. It's a good idea. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, it's a great idea. And it's something that is definitely not going to sit. It's something that's probably going to sell. And then the other thing, are you just going to have 1 cent, or are you trying to do more cents?
Right. She needs to start off with 1 or 2. We need to keep her as basic as we can get it. And then the more she learns, the more she can add on. But she needs to keep it real simple right now, I think.
Yeah, I think she need to do like a some type of like small little gathering and introduce her candles and her scents if she's doing more than one, just to get the feedback on what people are saying.
Well, a smell party.
She needs to get more people than just her current group. She needs to get people included outside of that group as well too. Right. And I think if she does that, that's going to help her a little bit more.
Like a listening party. You can do a smell party for a business. If you got a candle, have 20 people over, send them candles around and find out if they like them or if they don't like them. Bottom line is she got a lot of work ahead of her, period. She got a lot of work ahead of her. Donna Green, welcome in, sis. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
Hey, Donna Boo. Hey, Donna Boo.
All right. So then it goes into Ashley bringing the kids to her parents' house, her mom's house with her siblings and everything, talking about her prolapse rectum. Did she say prolapse rectum?
That's her uncle's house.
Her uncle's house.
And her aunt's house.
Being in the medical field, I know exactly what a prolapse rectum is. So I was like, ew, why is she even talking about that? As a matter of fact, I've seen a prolapse rectum up close and impersonal when I was a CNA 20 years ago. So it is nasty, and it does not really need to be said on national TV.
And in a kitchen with men and boys.
I couldn't believe it. And then she pointing, and I just thought it was a lot. Okay, you're doing that for clicks and views now. You want to be relevant. Because she didn't need to say all that. She didn't need to say all that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
She said it. She went back and said it was okay for her to say what she said in front of them, because they've taken care of her, blase.
Yeah, but there's 10 million people watching too. Like, we didn't need to hear that. Like, I know how nasty a prolapse rectum, prolapse vagina, whatever you got prolapse down there is not cute. And unless it can bring attention to people who don't know what they got going on down there, then maybe now they'll look into it. But other than that, I just thought we didn't need that information. But I also like when people keep it real. So her being transparent is also a good thing. So I don't know. I just know what it is, but I get it. Be transparent. Tell everybody everything. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, Donna saying hi, Teresa and Lisa. I would pick 3 smells for the season and change the smell every 3 months. Right, Annabelle? Ew.
Yeah, so she does not need to do too many because she is so new to this. I agree with Annabelle with the 3 smells. Just do 3 scents.
Yeah, do 3. That's okay.
And start off, that way and see how that works. See how that takes off. And then possibly a couple of months later, with the season, add something new.
Right, absolutely. And then when another thing with Ashley, her brother, we know that he had conflict with Michael a couple of seasons ago. So she told them that Michael now wants to get into the movie business and he wants her to be one of the stars, which is a good thing. Do you think it's wise while she's having a baby, or do you think just go for it because he's retired from the restaurant business?
Wait a minute. What brother?
The brother that was, or uncle, whoever that is, that was sitting at the table.
Her uncle. Okay, her uncle.
He had a problem with Michael a while back. So he didn't like the business idea per se.
Well, basically, they're just looking back on, the business that they had before. It didn't work out, with Ashley and Michael.
Right.
So they just kind of want her to be on her, P's and Q's. But she's reassuring them, that she learned from, the first business that they, had together. But I'm kind of on the side of the uncle.
Are you?
He's in Michael is in real estate right now, and he's switching all the way over to another side, movies and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see how that plays out.
I feel like, honestly, that's dope. And that's another opportunity that she has to be an actress. Michael knows, if Michael don't know nothing else, he knows business. It's just like Wendy going from politics to candles. Sometimes you just got to jump out there on faith, especially at 61 years old like he is, and give everything that's ever been on your bucket list a try. He can't wait till he's 81. Do it now. Put her in it. She's young. She's cute. Hell yeah. And I don't think that them having kids will interrupt with that at all, because they can hire the nanny or give her more hours.
Right. Absolutely. Welcome in Boss Life, and welcome in MK. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Hey, Gio.
Hey, Rex. Thank you.
I need to watch the replay. Yeah, definitely do that. But you're not too late. We're still going on. Hey, Rex. Hey, Boss Life. What's happening? We're on episode 11 of Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all. Just to catch you up. Now, the last episode, I believe, is 12, and that's going to be at Lisa's house next Monday. So I'm going to put her link into chat again, just to make sure everybody that just came in has grabbed her, so we won't miss it on her side. Okay. All right. So while I'm doing that, the next thing that was happening is it went back to Robin and Juan walking around the warehouse she's doing what her life coach told her, which is looking for a building. What you think, Lisa?
Yeah, I like the warehouse in that she can have her space, and also she can have access to the loading dock as well too. The renter person told them the price, which would be between $1,700 to $2,000 a month. So they thought that was kind of steep, but once they saw everything that they was going to be getting, I think they were okay with the price. I think she needs to go ahead and jump on that.
And she got enough in sales. Didn't she say she's over 10,000 in sales or something?
You spelled that wrong, Teresa.
Oh, did I put living life? Oh, loving life. That's all right.
Yeah,
Y'all,
I love life.
hit the link. Loving life with Lisa, honey.
Yes, but yes, I love that they did this together. I love that she included him and he went there with her together, and that gave
Yes.
them an opportunity to talk. So not only did the coach, tell her, hey, you need to get your space, she also said, hey, you need to speak to your husband. You need to talk to him about some of these things that you're feeling. So she did. She mentioned to him about, you're like the coach,
Yes.
and she says, I just want you to take your whistle down, with me, kind of handle me a little bit gentler or whatever the case may be. So he said something in reference to, you didn't give me my girl or whatever.
Yeah.
But
he said, you could have had a girl, I would have been gentler.
Yeah, he said that jokingly, but he agreed and he told her, hey, I'm going to do better. I'm going to try. And they hugged it out and stuff. So
but I'm glad she even told him, because if it wasn't for the life coach, she wouldn't have told him how she feels.
Oh, yeah. She probably would have went there by herself.
Yeah. So I think that that's going to help them get on the right road, because I swear I felt like Juan was checked out until last night's episode. I thought, okay, she communicated to him that he's too harsh for her. She doesn't feel like he's handling her well when she's depressed. And then he said, okay, and gave her a hug. That's the first time I felt like maybe he is checked in. Just maybe. Yeah. Women, ladies, we have to let our men, our husbands, boyfriends, jump offs, whatever it is. You got to let them know how you feel. You can't just let people make you feel down, chop you down, overlook that you're not feeling right, and let it slide. I'm very vocal in my marriage. If I feel my husband is saying something that's hurting my feelings, I go, oh, that hurt a little bit. Let's start this conversation over, baby. You know what I mean? Take
and
it down.
Basically what Mr. Wise was,
yes.
earlier.
Yeah. Words hurt. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm glad they're kind of, back on the same page. And he was also asking her about, their house that they're getting built. How much, where's the dollar amount right now? And basically she says they're over $100,000.
Woo!
They're $100,000 over budget. And I tell you, in going through the process of getting our home built now,
it's easy.
It is so easy to go over budget. I went over a little bit, but baby, I can't touch Robin.
100,000, girl. What?
Woo! That's all the upgrades, honey. Them upgrades can kill you, honey. They can break the bank.
You know what I found interesting about him and her with that conversation is I found it interesting that he said, where are we at now with the budget? Where, because how come you don't already know? That tells me that she's paying for this and he's not involved really. Because to me, he should have knew. He should have knew something. He should have knew.
Well, the reason why I think he's asking her and he really doesn't have any part of that, because she's a house flipper. And she knows all of that and stuff like that. So I think that's why he doesn't know it and he's letting her do the house, because she's a house flipper. So, but I mean, and I get what she's saying too, that's their forever home. And she wants to make sure they have everything that they have and they don't have to go, and spend extra money and stuff like that. I get it. If they have the $100,000, to be able to put in it where they don't go in the poorhouse, hey, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I went over budget, but I went over budget in reason. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because you know you could pay it. You know you could pay it. So I'm hoping that her business, maybe that's the income she's looking for to help pay that. But Robin has a bad history with money. She'll spend until she's broke again. So she has to be very careful, especially if he's not contributing financially.
Well, she's already for her hat business, she's already made $60,000.
Well, that's good. Don't spend it all up. Pay that $100,000. So that means she's still behind.
So that's why she needs to go ahead, because I think she said she has right now 100,000 in sales or something like that.
In orders,
so she needs to go ahead and get that rolling. And that's probably why she's spending the way she is, because she knows what she has over here with the hat business.
Right. Well, you can tell me what's in the chat. I see they writing stuff before we go on.
Okay, let's see. They're speaking. Annabelle says, "Are you going to have a glass of champagne
Yes.
for the final episode?"
Yes.
Lisa says, "I agree. Me and my husband are working on effective communication now." Honey,
right.
I can tell you, there is never a time that you need to stop communicating effectively or learning different ways of communicating. Just always keep that line of communication open, and don't feel like if he says something to you or if she says something to you and you felt some type of way about it, you just ignore it and just walk away. Address it right then. Like, hey, wait a minute, you just said da 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 da. Did I take that the wrong way, or what exactly did you mean by that?
Right. Make sure you get clarity. Make sure you get clarity in your conversation. Yes. That's why I have a half a panel already for married couples. I think I'm looking for 2 more couples. So I got 2. I'm looking for 2, and then me and my husband. Because I just think it's a conversation that needs to be had. Maybe you and your husband, come on,
Hey, we're down for it. We're year 27.
Come on.
Yep. So yeah. Yeah.
So y'all will be good. We just hit 11-year anniversary, 20 years together. So we are going to have experienced people. And you know what I mean? So I don't even care. I also would like a couple that was married and now is divorced. That would be cool too, because you can see that end of it as well. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic. So the next scene was they were going right into Candace's video shoot. Well, outside shoot where they're pulling up into a parking lot, and Candace wasn't even there yet. And the girls, of course, were throwing mad shade because she wasn't there. Her mother was being like one of the enemies to me. She was being like one of the girls, real shady. I don't want my mother in the corner whispering about my husband like that, because then that's a problem for me.
Yeah, because that affects Candace.
Of course it does. And it's just not nice. Why are you giving them ammunition to dog your daughter? You know what I mean? That mother, I swear her and Candace is one and the same. So they're in the parking lot. There's no Candace. There's no special vehicles or whatever. What did you think about them being there and Candace wasn't there yet?
Well, sometimes things happen. And the reason why she wasn't there yet because she was shooting another part of the video somewhere else. So that's why she was running behind, because you never can in that business, things always pop up, things always happen. And so they were running behind with that. But I don't like the fact that her mom was supposed to be there for a supporter for her daughter, but instead she was there being a negative Nancy, and she was just whispering negative things to different ones. Also, too, I'm going to clap if Candace puts Mia in her place, because I felt like Mia, what she was doing, it was very wrong. It was shady.
She was doing too much.
I did not like that at all. And I did like the fact that Wendy did step away from it. She stepped away from it, but then she messed around and she got swindled in. She told Candace what Mia was doing, and she shouldn't have not done that. I think if she wanted to stay out of it in the beginning, she should have just stayed clear,
and stayed out of it completely. Because somebody in this group gonna tell anyway. Somebody in the group gonna tell.
Exactly. So now the other girls are gonna use that against
Wendy. That's right.
She went and told Candace that she should have just stayed clear, but her mom is completely
her mom is a mess. So when Mia hit her with "how old are you?" I thought that was a little inappropriate.
You don't ask a woman her age.
Why you needed to know that?
Yeah, that's something you don't ask. And then she asked the mama if Chris was getting paid.
Yeah, messy. Mia was doing too much. The Joker, like Lavish called her, the Joker was doing too much. You don't walk up to somebody's mother you just met. How old are you? Oh, is Chris getting paid? But she's going along with the mom's vibes of being messy. You know what I mean?
Mia is going back to her original self at episode 1.
Right.
Hey, James. Welcome in, James. Thanks so much for coming.
Lavish laughing. Congratulations, you guys who just said how long you've been married and engaged. Thank you for saying that. Congrats.
Yes, yeah, and it's a marriage is another job. You just don't get a paycheck for it because it's something that you have to constantly work at.
Girl,
Come up with different ideas, different things to do, different ways of doing things
you
that you've
gotta
done in the
pour
past.
into a marriage, honey. You gotta
Yeah,
pour into a
yeah,
marriage. You can't
yeah,
sip, you can't just put little drops and little sprinkles. You gotta pour
yeah,
your whole being into that marriage to make it work.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
anyways, so but happy anniversary, y'all. But anyway, she laughing because I said the Joker, okay?
Yeah,
Like she said. So
yeah.
Candace finally pulls up, ready for her little video shoot for a drive back. So the girls they're trying to figure it out. There's no vehicles there. There's no vehicles there. So she's upset, trying to call Chris and all of this and all of that. She was saying things about Chris, that whole thing. What did you think about there not being any cars available for the shoot?
Well, he stated that he had reserved them, and the reason why they were shooting on the day that they were shooting was because the guy with the car said that was the only day available.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy confirmed that with Chris. So if I tell you, hey, I'm gonna be there at 2 o'clock and I'm gonna set everything up for you, then that's what you go by. You go by my word. So I don't fault Chris in that because he did what he was supposed to do. But what I
Things
commend
happen.
him
Things
for,
happen. Yeah.
yes, what I commend him for is when he did get there, he was upset. You could tell that he was upset. It wasn't that he was upset with Candace.
No, they were blowing him up. Yeah.
Right. They
Yeah.
were blowing him up. He knew what the issue was, but I think he was so in his feelings because she had already had that conversation with him, and that's how he was thinking, and he felt like she was going to blow up. But I was glad that he just stood back. He
Yeah.
did not
He
approach
did
her
not
when
go
he
up to her.
arrived.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
he stayed back, and he did say, I'm just going to stay back because I don't want to upset her. And
Right.
then she put her grown girl panties on because she did not get upset with him. She
That's
was just
right. Because she was ready. She was ready for it. She was ready for it.
Yeah, but she knew he was upset when she saw, him walking. But in any business that you own or you are over, things are going to happen, and you need to be able to
be
react.
prepared. Be prepared.
Yes, yeah. And I
Now,
was
let
thinking
me
in my
say this.
mind, like, okay, so you got all these people out here that has money, all these nice vehicles. Girl, just ask them, can you use their vehicle?
And that's what she did.
That's
what she did.
Yep.
Truth be told, she's paying out of pocket. $10,000 out of pocket.
Yes.
She should have told all her friends, pull up with your nicest vehicle anyway. And just use those. Don't pay nobody to bring no cars for what?
And don't worry about people saying, oh, she got to ask me to borrow my car. She ain't got no money. If all else fails, she just go to a expensive car lot and rent them for a couple of hours. And
all of them girls drive Mercedes Benzes, Maybachs. All she got to do, just like she did, is have them pull up their cars. Let me say hi to Butterfly because she's new in here, so I want to make sure we say hello.
Hey, Butterfly, welcome in. She says that part. Open the can. Candace's mother was wrong. Yes, Butterfly, I agree with that. Miss Dorothy, honey, is a mess.
Complete mess.
Yes.
Butterfly, welcome in. Welcome in. I don't think that you you're not familiar to me, so I hope you subscribe to me. My co-host, Living Life with Lisa. I'm going to put her link in the chat again because episode 12 is going to be at her house. So please subscribe to me here, subscribe to her there so we can see you come back more. Let me do that.
I love your name, Butterfly, and I like the way you spell it. Butterfly,
pretty star fly.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And I love butterflies. Butterflies is all over my channel, so I love butterflies. That's super cute for me.
Signature. That's your signature.
That's my signature thing. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the way she did that, like you said. Yeah. All right, so now I'm glad that she jumped on Chris, made him feel, she was so proud. They did good with it. The mother was up there dancing. You seen the mother, boo, 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 boo. I'm glad that they came together. They did the little song because the song is catchy. It's cute, so they're dancing and everything. It all went so well. And then she jumped on Chris because she was so excited. I really just wanted it to come out good for her.
Me too.
$10,000 in your first video. Her nerves are probably here. So I was super excited that it just came together at the end. I really was,
Yeah, me too. But prayerfully it's going to pay off in the long run because like you said, she is using, her own funding. She's not, getting it from anywhere else. But
right.
Miss Dorothy threw a little gem in there though.
What's that?
She threw a little gem in there to make us believe that they're not paying their mortgage, or she's had.
I heard that. I heard that. I caught that. Because somebody, was it Mia who asked her, is he getting paid or something like that, or the mortgage getting? And she went, I won't say anything. That's giving the impression that again, you're paying for her mortgage, and this time she's made it clear that her mother has no parts of it
to do with it. Yeah.
So that means that her mother might have agreed to not tell, but she's so messy, she's telling.
Mm-hmm. She is just. Ooh,
Candace needs to stop going to her. Why do y'all still don't live above your means? If you have a smaller house than everybody else, so what? Keep it real.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, she was extremely, messy, and Giselle want to know, if Chris is getting paid too. She wants to know. Robin even wants to know if he's getting paid, but that's none of their business,
No, it's so personal. It's like, what are y'all asking that for? So personal.
Because whatever she brings into the household is for their household.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Boss Life said, love the drama. So entertaining.
It is Boss Life. It is.
And like Lavish said, Giselle ate that up because the first dinner party they have, she's going to be like, well, your mother insinuated that you didn't pay this mortgage either. So shut up. That's going to be her. That's going to be Robin. I mean, that's going to be Giselle and Robin.
Next episode, Monday.
Yes.
Honey, it's going to be drama times 2.
Drama times 2 on that last episode. They're going to go in on that one, baby. So that is how this one ended. Now, don't y'all leave because we spent a few minutes talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. That is my show. So don't leave. We're going to talk about that. But anybody have any more comments about episode 11 of Real Housewives of Potomac? Put it in the chat now. I know y'all been saying it as we go along, but if anybody has anything else they want to say, go ahead and say it now before we talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So that is that. Giselle needs to worry about that piece together house she got. It's a puzzle piece, girl. It's a puzzle piece. Hey, James.
Look, that's a situation whereas, and I can understand she bought the older home and she wanted to flip it the way that she wanted to flip it. But you got to have the coins to be able to do that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And, just don't invite nobody over. I wouldn't invite nobody over till my house was done. You know what I mean? So just y'all, except for Robin, that's her best friend. So besides Robin, just don't invite nobody over there, girl. Because they're going to use it as ammunition. Mm-hmm. Hey, James, thank you for coming in. What's up, James? How are you? So next episode is episode 12 on September 27th at Lisa's house. She's going to take on the last episode because we alternate. So don't forget that, y'all. Now, Love and Marriage Huntsville, they are in Vegas. And Letitia dumbass keeps saying what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Girl, aren't you starting to look at your husband sideways? Why do you keep saying that? You're asking for trouble to me. I could not understand why she kept making that reference. I get everybody says what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. You need to make sure people tell you what he's doing in the back corner that you don't see. And stop saying it. Because what did she do? She went to his brother. What's his brother's name? She went right over to his brother and said, watch him. Maurice. She said, watch him because these girls are looking at him. Not he looking at the girl.
It ain't the girl. It ain't the girls. It is him. And that makes me so sad.
It do.
So that means that she does not trust her husband.
And talking about what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It needs to be very transparent what happens in Vegas, girl, because you don't even trust him. You're going to his brother. You don't even trust him. So Melanie comes in the house. They're all standing around in the house, kikiing and laughing and making all these jokes. Melanie comes in. The atmosphere is a little, they're like, hey, Melanie. Even Martell was happy to see her. It was going well, and I had a lot of hope for them. I really did. But I do got my eyes on Martell and that Destiny. Something is up with them too. Something is up with them too. I'm sorry, because if you remember at the table, when, what is his name, Maurice said, have you talked to Melody? And he said, no, well, I talked to her yesterday. She said she might come. Then they said, anybody talk to Destiny? And he went, oh, he whispered to him, I talk to her every day, every day. That means them two are talking on the side, honey. Something is brewing there. Something is brewing there. What did you think about that?
And then Martell, he also made a statement too when they got ready to get on the what you call those things? Those vehicles that they were driving.
Yeah, those 4-wheelers or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like him and Destiny.
And her and Melody. Yes.
Her.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm beginning not to want to watch it because I'm tired of Melanie and Martell
yeah,
arguing. I'm so tired of that. That has gotten old.
You would have thought they would be better by now, though, for the kids.
I think Martell, he is at a very, very low place in his life.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Because she's excelling and he's not. Yes.
Yes. And I think that is bothering him so
I do too.
Much. That is bothering him so much, because you notice she pulled him to the side nicely and she could not get out what she was saying, and he just kept saying negative things to her.
Negative. He wants to fight.
Whatever. Yeah, so he created that.
Yeah. You know, and why are you so mad about a song that's really the truth? You had that girl on the side. I let you go for 5 years. However the song go. Why he so mad? Why you so mad, bro? Because she's excelling in her life and he's not. So he's holding on to that. She needs to stay away from him. It's not going to work. She needs to stay. He's so toxic, you know?
Okay, Lavish. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye, Lavish. Well, I definitely think that she needs to watch out for Destiny because it's still very new for them. So they're both still very hurt, which means they really can't do all these group events that everybody's entertained by them two fighting, though. But you can't. Go ahead.
That they get back together, I think. They want them to get back together because you remember Martell and Kimmy were in the kitchen and she was asking him questions about their relationship. And he was talking civil, like a civil person, not a crazy fool like he do, you know, and he was saying, you know, I don't know. I don't know if we'll get back together, you know, but the way he acts and
then he gets around her, he explodes. When he gets around her, he explodes. The jealousy of her life, though, that's what it is.
It's because she has everything, but most of what she has, the reason why he doesn't have it because he didn't take the steps to do what he needed to do. So he could be in a place where she is. That's not her fault.
And she got a song that's successful. He hates it. He hates it.
And everything that he is going through is because of what he did. It's nothing that she did. Nothing that she did. It's what he did. Karma will come back and it will bite you, baby. But
she needs to realize hurt people hurt people. That's why he's doing this. Mm-hmm. And so she's trying to get along with him. He's trying to say when you came around, things got negative. No, she was being nice to you. Yeah. She sat in a little 4-wheeler with him to talk to him.
Yeah.
Close proximity.
Yeah, and he kept being very, very negative. And she kept ignoring him too.
She tried to ignore it.
Yeah, she kept trying to say what she was trying to say, and he just kept being.
She just kept saying, you know, you should apologize to the babysitter. You got on social media and put her down, and she's been babysitting for us for years. And he would not. He would not hear it. He was just being so nasty to her, and you can see next week is going to be even worse. Melanie is flying so high above where he's at right now that she needs to tell the girls, I'm going to have functions at my house. And if y'all go somewhere and Martell's there, let me know. I'm not coming. I'll come to the events that he's not at. but I'm not coming to the one. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it with that type of animosity.
It's just it's just so draining, and I think
yes, it is.
Their friends are going to get tired of it. And I think somebody's going to step in and say something. But the guys know how Martell is, and they had a conversation with him. Man, do the right thing.
Stop it, right?
With Mel, right. We're here to have a good time, and he did exactly what Maurice them thought he was going to do.
He ran his mouth and have to put his foot in it later, just like Maurice said. He said, chill out. These guys have all been married and divorced. They're trying to tell you to stop. Stop.
The light bulb just went off. Did you hear what Marceau said to the guys about his relationship with Letitia? He said that he was glad he listened to his aunt, and his aunt gave him that advice. And he stated that, during his marriage, there were a few times that he thought that they weren't going to last, they weren't going to make it. But thank God they got children, because if it wouldn't have been for the children,
he wouldn't be there. He wouldn't be there. And Letitia needs to listen to what he is saying. She's so busy watching the girls because her man is so perfect he would never cheat because she's watching the girls. You know what I mean? Girl, you better watch your man and what he's saying.
I do not. I'm sorry. I do not like the character he is playing. If this is his real self, well, I don't like him in real life if that's his real self.
Right.
He is a pig.
I
didn't say that. I ain't say he was a pig, y'all.
He's a pig. He's an oink oink. Hey, Recyclable Homestead. Thank you for coming in. Thank you.
Recyclable. Welcome in. But yeah, he said that. I was like, I rewind the TV.
Rewind the tape. Okay.
I was like, say that?
What Shirley said? Yeah, she said, right. I can't be around him. Anything that drains me, I can't accept. Exactly, right. Shirley. Exactly. Yeah. And he's obviously something is up with him. I think you remember Kimmy mentioned again in the pool or somewhere that he had another baby. That came up. That came up twice.
Yeah, Tisha didn't like that.
But you see, she's still telling his brother to watch the girls. She's still not saying watch him. Somebody's telling you this the second time somebody told her. Melanie told her first. And now Kimmy said it. Don't you got an outside baby? You need to be quiet. Because if two people tells me that about my husband, I'm sorry, I'm going to find out. I'm listening. I'm going to find out. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to automatically believe them, but I am going to investigate. I'm going to investigate.
Your ears and your eyes open.
And she's not doing that. She's sending out memos to watch the girls. Yeah. She's so blind. When she gets hurt, when he hurts her and she sees the baby, she might be in a mental institution. She's so far up his butt. Girl.
She knows deep down that it's her husband. He just has that flirtatious spirit.
Yeah. Well, having a baby is more than flirtatious. That means you flat out cheated on her. And when she falls, she's going to fall hard. Because she defended him against Melanie like a pit bull, honey.
Yeah. And they're probably going to have it out too, because I'm sure Maurice is going to let him know that, hey, your wife, wanted me to keep an eye on you, once we go out or whatever.
Of course, yeah.
But if she was that insecure, why would she suggest that the females part from the males?
Because she's being stupid. If you think all of that is happening, y'all need to, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, needs to go out the window, and y'all doing stuff separate needs to go out the window.
And she kind of insinuated that Marceau was probably going to act up because he's with Martell.
Yeah. So everything goes back to Martell. She used to have that fight with Melanie. It's Martell. You want us to be miserable like y'all. It's Martell. She always said that. When she falls, she's going to fall flat on her nose and her forehead, and it's going to be a whole big line right down the middle of her face when she falls.
They're all grown adults, so they know what's right and they know what's wrong.
Right. So that was how Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I can't wait to see that as well next week, as well as Real Housewives of Potomac. Mm-hmm. Any last words to anybody before we get out of here? It is 1 hour and 10 minutes.
I say you guys go catch back up with the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes.
So you'll be ready for next week. And also too, I will be doing a giveaway over on my channel next week. So you guys come and, share the video out and have people in. But of course, they have to be connected with myself as well as JustTheresa in order to, participate.
Yeah.
And we probably won't include, people who coming in at the last minute into the
Right.
drawing, because I just don't think that's fair.
We got to get them ones from the first episode who's been here. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
I get that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we appreciate you guys, and we thank you all so much for supporting us through our first reality.
The first reality, ladies.
Yes, and I think it has gone wonderfully. I think we've done a really good job with it, because even though we may have 10 15 people in the live, people are going back and watching it, and we're getting anywhere from 80 to 160 views.
And it'll grow. It'll grow.
So we appreciate you guys, and we want you all to go out and talk about us, let people know what we're doing here, because we're all here to support one another, and we can't do this without you guys. So again, we appreciate you all. We love you guys, and we want you guys to keep coming back. Coming. Bring it back.
And subscribe.
Yes.
It has been fun. This is our first time doing this, so it's super exciting. You work out the kinks on the first time around, and it'll grow by the second time around. So we'll see. You guys just stick with us.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Thank you all for coming so much, and we will see y'all on these YouTube streets, baby. Okay, watch my videos, watch her videos. We got great videos on our channel. So please keep. Oh, and tomorrow I am doing. Tomorrow I have a live tomorrow. It's titled, the join button, memberships, and what I feel about it. Because I did YouTube etiquette and I did moderators. So I'm doing the one about the join button, and it's all my opinion, just like in my live for YouTube etiquette. It's just my opinion on how I like things in my live. So when I said in my live, when I'm doing a discussion or interview, I prefer there not be cross support. I say that and I stick by it because it's my live. I can do what I want in my live. I didn't say anybody else. You know what I mean? And I made it clear in there, everybody do what you want in your own lives. For me, this is what works for me. So I just want to put that out there so y'all will know. But check that live out. I got one coming tomorrow for the join button. So I hope I see y'all there tomorrow.
Shalisa, you're quite welcome, and thank you so much for coming in, and thank you so much for your support.
Yes, it will, Anna. Thank you, Anna, for sure.
Yes, Annabelle. It's going to be bigger, girlfriend. It's going to be bigger.
Talk it into existence. All right, y'all. Enjoy your day. It is Monday. Go do whatever you do on a Monday. Cook dinner, whatever. We made ribs last night, so I didn't got to cook today.
I got to go cook.
Oh, no, honey. That's why we did two days worth yesterday, because I didn't want to cook today. Well, y'all have fun. Thank you for coming. Bye.